Hello, welcome back to the Book Corner. I am Hermione, author and lover of all good things literature. So, once again, happy Banned Book Week. I hope all of you are having a good one. You're reading all the banned books that you possibly can get your hands on. So, I said back, I think it was Sunday, that I had picked a book for Banned Book Week, and I had totally forgotten about another book that I said in a video a month or 2 months ago or something like that I intended to read for Banned Book Week. Well, I remembered it on Monday, and it is this book. Ban This Book by Alan Kras. I hope I pronounced the poor man's name. Okay, so I actually bought this book a month or two ago because it had gotten banned in the Florida school district. And I'm the kind of person that if you're going to ban something, I definitely want to read it to see if for certain if this book is as horrible as they say it is. So Ban This Book is about a little girl called Anne something. She has annoying siblings. Her father works is a bricklayer. Her mother works at an office. It's like it has a lot to do with like projects and reports and stuff like that. And she goes to get her favorite book in the whole wide world. It's her turn to check it out, and it's gone. And she finds out it is this woman who is like, her fingers are in everything, all these different organizations. And so what happened was her son had checked out Captain Underpants, and what ended up happening was his mother got real mad about it and decided to go ahead and to remove or have removed any kind of books that she personally objected to. And she even admits in the book that she did not read a single one of them. Which, okay. And I'll tell you something. I will say this. Okay? I have read, it's normal or it's perfectly normal? One of the two? I'm going to check it out again from the library because, the only downside to that one was, because I was reading on my Kindle, I could not really read the words. I just it just was not working. So, because I got a bigger tablet, I'm definitely going to check it out. But anyways, so she goes and, she tells, her father about it. And so he decides to go to the bookstore and to buy the book for her. And then what happens is, it really gives her an idea to have her locker turned into a little mini library, which actually ends up going way out of her control. They end up having, dozens and dozens of books to the point where she can't put her textbooks in the locker anymore because there's just so many books in there. And what ends up basically happening is kids are checking them out and they're taking them home and reading them. And what happens is this woman's son asked to borrow this one particular Captain Underpants book, and it causes a lot of problems. She gets suspended for 3 days. The principal says, I gotta write home to these parents and let them know there's dangerous books in their home, which they respond to, we don't care. We absolutely don't care. So this girl and her friends are fighting censorship, and they meet the author of Captain Underpants, and he's actually really impressed with what she's doing for other kids, enabling them to be able to read these books. And at the very end of it, everything turns out for the best. And really, it kind of proves that this woman was a total, like, she had actually read the book when she was little, and she checked it out 5 times, which the news media really gobbled that up. Like, okay, you read this book 5 times when you were younger, why are you having it removed now? And because she had read it herself, it totally voided out, like, you know, her argument. Because obviously she turned out alright. So, why was this book banned? Well, I will tell you one reason, and one reason only. It had a list of books that had already been banned. Literally, if you took that excuse to the United States Supreme Court, you'd be laughed out of the building. You would literally be laughed out of the building. It's not like people don't know the names of these books that have been banned, and you just get upset because it's inside of a dang freaking book. I absolutely loved this book. This book was so great. And yes, I know, I'm 44 years old and I'm reading a middle grade book. But the message the author sends out is that censorship is wrong. Banning books is wrong because it hurts people in the long run. So I'm going to give this book 5 stars. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. I have not yet typed up a review of it, but I was very happy to be able to get this book. Now, there are books that I do read that are not for high schoolers, like I'm going to read The Exorcist. I'm reading a book called The Others. These books I definitely would not want to be in, like, elementary school libraries, but they're not in those libraries. And yeah, so anyways, yeah, that's it for the review. I do have something to note. I just discovered something for the first time ever. Agatha Christie's Death on the Nile, or Death on the Nile, has been banned. Oh God, they banned a dead woman's book. Oh wow. It's hilarious. But yes. So anyways, that's my video. I'll see you guys around.